The chapel you see today was constructed in 1920, the original. This is not the original. The original was on an east-west axis and was much larger than the small capillita that was built first on the property. This was built by the Forteños also, adobe, and in 1929 was destroyed by a tornado. Immediately the neighbors began to rebuild, and they reoriented the chapel on a north-south axis. This is the site of that chapel. It was finished and dedicated in 1932 and served as the parish church until 1948, when St. Cyril's was built at the corner of Swan and Pima. In 1996, enough work had been done, legal work and permitting and so forth, that the neighbors were able to start rebuilding the chapel. And they worked on it. They reinforced it. They did all sorts of improvements to it. And in the year 2000, received a large grant to finish the work. The chapel was not reconstructed as a church. It's now a neighborhood center and serves, as it did in its heyday, as the cultural and activity and social center of our Fort Lowell neighborhood. Not only does the chapel today serve as a community center for our Fort Lowell neighborhood, it also is available for rental for weddings, religious memorials, and a mariachi mass is held here once a year for descendants of the Forteños. So it is actively used by the community. The pews were built by one of the residents of the neighborhood out of wood crates that were used to house missiles. Talk about swords into plowshares, a perfect example. Inside the chapel here, we have some beautiful statuary. The statue of St. Peter was done by a neighborhood resident. His family were thrilled to have it as part of the chapel. There was a little ceremony when it was brought and placed on this pedestal, and the neighbors celebrated. The beautiful artifacts in the chapel here lend themselves perfectly to the atmosphere of the building, as well as the history of our neighborhood.